Welcome back to Pittsburgh Sports Now. I'm George Michalowski here with a very special guest, one of the newest members of the Pitt basketball program, Ishmael Leggett out of Rhode Island, transferring in this year to Pitt. Ish, how's it going, man? How's your time at Pitt been so far?
I'm definitely loving my time at Pitt right now. Everything about it to me is an upgrade, to be honest, and I'm just grateful to be here. Happy to be with my teammates, to getting things going.
So I saw a video on Twitter of you right after you committed. I think it was from a few years ago. You were playing with Team Takeover, 15U, I think, at the Pitt Jam Fest.
Yep.
Is that the first time you were in Pittsburgh?
I think when I was a little younger, I went to another Pitt Jam Fest, but I've been to Pittsburgh a couple times, but never longer than a couple days or a weekend for tournaments.
I got you. How do you like the city so far? You've been here for a few weeks now on campus.
I'm enjoying it a lot. I mean, there's a lot to do, more than I expected, to be honest. I think I find a new spot to eat, somewhere else to go every other day. So I'm definitely loving Pittsburgh.
I got you, man. So about your high school career, obviously from PG County, right around DC. I saw you had your first offer, I think, sophomore year from George Washington.
Yep.
Your recruitment picked up steam, obviously playing for a big school like St. John's down there. Talk to me about that high school career, man. Like, did you start out on varsity as a freshman? Did you play on the freshman team? Like, what was that whole ascension like?
Yeah, it was. I think I always tell people the WCAC is, in my opinion, still is the best conference in the nation. So just playing against those guys day in and day out, I think it really prepared me for my collegiate career so far. And St. John's, I started as a freshman on varsity. I didn't start. I came off the bench, but it definitely helped me find my niche and what I was good at and what worked on the court. I think I grew a lot there, and it definitely helped me transition into college just with that conference alone.
Yeah, who were some of the guys that either you played against or played with on teams down there in that DMV area that really pushed you and were the best competition?
Man, I can name 20 plus. That conference breeds pros, to be honest with you. The Matha, I can just name teams and people recognize the players on the teams, but the Matha, PVI, Gonzaga, Good Counsel. It's just so many good teams with so many good players. I think the DMV just breeds a lot of talent, and a lot of talent goes to WCAC. So just night in and night out, I just knew I was gonna have to battle, and that's all I could ask for as a freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior in high school. I just wanted to get the best. I wanted people to get the best out of me, and I wanted to bring the best out of people and compete.
So whether it was in high school or when you were at Rhode Island or when you were growing up, did you ever have any interactions with anyone that's on the Pitt team with you right now? Like, did you know any of these guys beforehand?
Yeah, I actually knew Will Jeffers, and he played on my team Durant 17U team. So it was a lot of familiar faces when I came here, and me and Will had already played on the same team. And I played against a couple of other guys like in Peach Jam, the EYBL circuit, things of that nature. But me and Will play on the same team, and that's somebody I looked to when I came on my visit, just to give me the real, like just give me the authentic everything, and everything he said was true. So I appreciate him for that. And yeah.
Yeah, man. So you mentioned that visit. So you hopped in the portal pretty early on after it opened. Pitt wasn't on, I remember, the initial list, at least publicly, of schools that contacted you. How did your relationship with the Pitt staff, with Coach Capel, start out once you were in the portal?
It started out with Coach Brown. Coach Brown had reached out, and he went to school around where I'm from. So that was like the first initial connection. And then we started chopping it up, and then Capel would text me. And after that, it was just like we're texting every day. We're getting to know each other. It felt really genuine. And that's the thing that stood out to me. Like, besides the basketball piece, it just felt like a good connection. You get what I'm saying? So that happened, and then we scheduled a visit, and then the visit went really well. I enjoyed myself. My mom had a great time. We love what we saw, and the rest is history. A couple of days later, I think I called Kate. Everybody was on the phone. My mom, my dad, all the coaches, and I told them I wanted to play basketball at Pitt. So the connection started with Coach Brown reaching out, and then it just kept building on from there.
It's awesome, man. It's cool that you had your family obviously nearby for the commitment when you called up Coach.
Yeah.
I did read about your dad and his story. and how you were in a car accident with him in high school, when you were in high school, and he was left paralyzed, unable to speak. I saw that you had a fundraiser last year, I believe it was with your siblings,
Yep.
called Help My Dad Communicate. Can you tell me and tell the Pitt fans listening a little bit about what you were trying to do there, what you were trying to raise, and how you guys completed your goal?
So with that GoFundMe, it was to get a Toby Donavox device, which helps him speak. Oh, well, it puts out phrases for him to click, and then it'll speak for him pretty much. And then we use that money to also get another wheelchair, electronic wheelchair, that'll help him be more mobile, come to some games, things of that nature. It just help him be more mobile and get back to everyday life, because unless something really happens to you, you don't realize like how many things we're blessed to have, like the ability to speak, the ability to get up and go get a drink of water. And when that's stripped away from you, it's tough. And I know he's keeping his head high. He's always in high spirits, and that GoFundMe was to just get him the things that'll better equip him to get back to where he once was. It may not be something that'll get him 100%, but the little things matter in those type of circumstances. So just to get him feeling like he's back in a way was big for me. So that's why we started our GoFundMe.
Man, yeah, congratulations on fulfilling that goal and
Appreciate
helping
it.
him out, man. So I read that he's been a big inspiration to you, throughout your basketball career.
Yeah.
From that moment on, he was always with you, watching, bringing you to games when you were a kid.
Mhm.
How do you carry him with you? How do you enjoy this basketball journey with him, even though he can't speak? How do you still enjoy that with him?
Man, so everything I do is in dedication to him, to be honest, because without him, I just feel like I wouldn't even be close to the same person I am today. Like, he's taught me so much about life, so many things about basketball, about morals, about foundation. Like, the amount of knowledge he's equipped in my brain is it's only right that I dedicate everything that I do for him. So I mean, I have it tattooed on me. It's A for D. I mean, it's all for Dietrich, and that's his name. So everything I do, like, right after this, I'll update him on practice, on how the lift went. I send him all the game film. I send him pretty much everything that I get from Pitt or from wherever I am that has to do with basketball or anything. It goes his way. So that's how I keep him in the loop. We FaceTime every day, always keeping him updated. Just little things like that, just to let him know, like, I'm grateful for you. I'm thankful that you did what you did for me to put me in a position to succeed. So I'm just grateful for him and my mom for doing that for me at such a young age, and still to this day. And I just owe everything to him. So
Oh man, that's fantastic. Great stuff. You've been with this team obviously for a while now. You moved into your apartment. I saw you tweet a few weeks, maybe months ago.
yeah.
How has this team felt? How has this backcourt felt? It's you and then a few young guards, Dior, Jalen, Carlton. What's it like playing with those guys?
I love playing with them. My energy feeds off their energy and vice versa. I mean, in practice is great competition. We're getting each other better each and every day, and I'm loving the group of guys we got. We're gelling well. We're getting a feel for each other's games, and that's all you can ask for right now, really. Until like we start official practices, like, everybody's getting a feel for each other. Okay, this is what he does. Okay, this is what he does. When he does this, I'll do this, like a read and react type of thing. So right now it's going really well. We got a great group of guards, great group of front and back court, and I think it's going to be a great year for sure.
So I saw some of the guys from last year's team, from previous Pitt teams, have been in throughout the summer sporadically to play, to scrimmage, it looks like, to practice with you guys. Justin Champagny, I saw, Nelly Cummings, another. What's it been like to see these former Pitt players come back and practice and teach and help you guys out?
It's been great. My first couple of days, my first couple of weeks, they kind of showed me the ropes. They got me equipped to everything around the locker room, outside of the locker room. They gave me some gyms, just things along the lines of even where to eat go a long way for me. Like, just making me feel welcome I owe them a lot, because they definitely made me feel welcome. And on the basketball side of it, man, just seeing how they love to compete was huge for me. Like, it just showed me Pitt's culture in a way like, y'all don't have to be here, but y'all are here. And that speaks volumes to the coaching staff. It speaks volumes to Pitt's culture. Like, you guys want to be here. It's not that you're forced to be here. It's just like the vibe around Pitt is where you want to be. So that was big for me. It showed me, like I said, how strong the culture is and how willing these players are to come back and be in the new guys' faces in a great way by showing us the ropes and things of that nature. So it was big for them, for me seeing them and just the type of guys they are. They're great guys, and it was definitely a big thing.
Awesome, man. Well, it sounds like you're having a great time here during the summer, getting to know the Pitt, culture, getting to know the players on your team, and it looks like you guys have been working out together just fine. So, wish you the best of luck this season, obviously, and thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate it.
Definitely. Thank you. Appreciate
All right,
it.
man. Of course.
All right.